chemistry the most important thing in choosing the right partner? Is it possible that chemistry sometimes makes us choose the wrong partner? Chemistry is very important to start a romantic relationship, but these days some people believe that chemistry alone is the most important aspect in a relationship. So, chemistry is very important to start a romantic relationship, but chemistry alone can absolutely make us choose the wrong partners. And it's because chemistry is not designed to pick emotionally safe, compatible or long-term healthy people. It's designed to optimize for immediate attraction, reproduction and survival of the human species, and does not take into account your future therapy bills. Here's how that happens. 1. Chemistry equals dopamine, not discernment. When you feel chemistry, what's really happening? It's a neurochemical cocktail formed by dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin. Dopamine for reward and pleasure. Oxytocin for bonding, especially through touch or sex. Norepinephrine for excitement, infatuation. Serotonin, or rather the drop in it, that makes you obsess. This cocktail makes you feel high, focused and infatuated, but it clouds judgment, blinds you to red flags, and reinforces patterns that feel familiar, even if these patterns are the unhealthy ones. Remember, you're not just having feelings, you're experiencing complex neurochemical processes involving multiple brain regions, evolutionary programming thousands of years old, and dozens of neurotransmitters. Understanding the science does not make love less beautiful, but it makes managing love more possible. 2. Chemistry is not compatibility. Chemistry is about physical attraction, biology, hormones, timing, trauma patterns. On the other side, compatibility is about values, emotional safety, communication, goals, emotional and mental connection. You can have insane chemistry with someone you are totally incompatible with. What do you think? Will you have a long-lasting, healthy relationship with someone with whom you can have insane chemistry, but you are totally incompatible with? On the other side, your insane chemistry does not exclude compatibility, but please start the right way. See if there is emotional and mental connection, and only after that let your chemistry transforms also into a sexual experience. When love goes wrong, nothing goes right. When love goes wrong, Alice is the key of your relationship. And before going deeper into today's subject, I want to tell you that I am Alice, dating and relationship coach, and that the YouTube reports show me that over 65% of the viewers of this channel are not yet my subscribers. This news made me very sad. So please, do me a favor and push right now the subscribe button. If you watched in the past my YouTube videos and my suggestions helped you, then please subscribe, like, and share my videos to people who might benefit from my message. Doing like this, you can make this channel grow. So, I'm counting on your help, and thank you for pushing right now the subscribe button. Stay till the end of this video, because at the end of this video, I'll give you practical advices, an extremely important bonus about how can chemistry alone makes you feel choose the wrong partner. Now, let's go on and talk about today's subject. Is chemistry the most important thing in choosing the right partner? Is it possible that chemistry sometimes makes us choose the wrong partner? Number 3. You're wired to bond with familiar pain. This is the part that stings for many people. We often mistake familiar dysfunctions for chemistry. For example, if you grew up with emotional unavailability or inconsistency, your nervous system might find it familiar and exciting when a partner is hot, then cold or distant. The anxiety, longing, and chase can feel like spark. But it's really your attachment system being activated, and I'm warning you that this is not genuine compatibility. You're drawn to what feels emotionally familiar, not necessarily what's good for you. 4. Trauma bonds mimic intense chemistry. In some relationships, especially toxic or abusive ones, you might form what's called a trauma bond. Intermittent reward, meaning love, bombing when withdrawal creates a dopamine feedback loop. The inconsistency keeps you craving connection and blaming yourself. This intensity can feel like passion, but it's actually emotional manipulation or instability. Your body becomes chemically addicted to the emotional roller coaster. Also, this is a side of chemistry, but this type of chemistry is not good for long, healthy relationships. 5. Repetition compulsion. Freud talked about this one, and it still holds. We unconsciously seek out situations and people that let us repeat unresolved emotional patterns, but hoping for a different outcome. So you might be drawn to the same kind of wrong partner over and over again because your brain is trying to fix something, not because they're a good match. 6. Sex can bond you to the wrong person. Oxytocin in women especially and vasopressin in men are released during sex and create a chemical bond even if the partner is emotionally unsafe or unavailable. You can end up feeling deeply connected to someone who isn't treating you well just because your brain is literally wired to bond after intimacy. So having sex on the first dates is not advisable because you can bond with people that are not compatible with you emotionally, mentally. Having sex is advisable only after you have a deep emotional and mental connection. Please try to understand if it is lust or love, what you feel, what your partner shows you through their actions. Now, I'll speak especially for women. Especially in the beginning of the relationship, men treat you based on how much they want to sleep with you. As a psychologist and as a woman, I can tell you that this truth follows couples long after the honeymoon phase is over. Desire shapes behavior, not character, not discipline, not respect. At the beginning, if a man is chasing a woman, he will pull out every trick, flowers, dinners, gifts, constant attention. He'll call it love, but it is a woman's job to determine if this is love or lust. He wants the woman, so he performs. But is his performance the proof of character? Is his performance transforming into love, or is it just lust? Take care of his attentions before and after having sex. Is he treating you like a queen also after having sex with him, or is he treating you like an afterthought once he thinks he has you? When couples come to therapy, I've seen in so many marriages and long-term relationships that the effort dies the moment his lust is satisfied. Suddenly, she's nagging for wanting the same attention she got at the beginning. Suddenly, he's too busy to show up for her the way he used to when desire was burning so much. It's not that he changed, it's that the performance ended. That's why I tell my clients, never confuse lust for love. Lust is about what he wants from you. Love is about what he gives to you when there is nothing in it for him. Lust is short-term. Love is long-term, and most important, love is sustained. Discipline is a choice. If a man's respect for a woman is tied only to his desire for you, it will fade because beauty changes, body change. And if his treatment changes when his desire fluctuates, that's not love, that's conditional service. Men who make the good husbands are not the ones who chase the hardest. They are the ones who remain consistent long after the chase and the lust is over. Good husbands treat their wives with kindness, even if they're frustrated. They respect their wives, even when they are not getting what they want. They honor their wives because of who they are, not because of what they want from her. So take care, because some men treat women based on how much they want to sleep with them, but the man worth keeping is the one who treats his lover with the same respect when he is satisfied, but also when he is not satisfied.
Alice is the key of your relationship. She's the one who makes your heart just skip. In her eyes you see your world unfold. With her touch your story's always told.
So, what can we do if we want chemistry to help our long-term relationship, not to destroy it? 1. Slow down. Chemistry is fast, but truth shows up slowly. 2. Watch patterns, not just how someone makes you feel, but how they treat you over time. 3. Check your nervous system and trust your gut. Do they make you feel safe or anxious? 4. Ask hard questions early, like what are their values, goals, communication style? 5. Therapy or self-reflection. Understand your patterns so you don't confuse anxiety with love. How do you know what date you should marry? From my perspective and from the psychological point of view, it is advisable to marry the date that brings solutions into your life, not more problems. Marry the date that brings peace into your life, not more chaos, more quarrels. Would you like a breakdown of healthy attraction versus trauma-based attraction? It can be really helpful for spotting when chemistry is a trap. Psychological explanation about healthy attraction versus trauma-based attraction. When is chemistry a trap? This is a powerful question, and it hits at the core of how our emotional patterns shape our relationships. Let's break it down clearly and psychologically. Healthy attraction versus trauma-based attraction. Healthy attraction, emotional basis. In healthy attraction is rooted in emotional safety, mutual respect. In trauma-based attraction, they are rooted in familiar pain, anxiety, or unhealed wounds. Nervous system in healthy attraction feels calm, steady, and safe. In trauma-based attraction, it feels anxious, obsessive, or like a high. Pace in healthy attraction develops gradually over time. In trauma-based attraction, it starts intensely and quickly, like love at first sight. Chemistry in healthy attraction is present but not overwhelming. In trauma-based attraction, it feels like fireworks, chaos, or can't live without them. Communication in healthy attraction is open, consistent, emotionally regulated. In trauma-based attraction, it is hot, then cold, full of mixed signals or misattunement. Attachment style in healthy attraction is often secure or healing. In trauma-based attraction, it is often anxious, avoidant, or fearful avoidant. Motivation in healthy attraction is you want them, but you don't feel dependent. In trauma-based attraction, you need them to feel okay or complete. Power dynamic in healthy attraction is mutually and shared emotional labor. In trauma-based attraction, the power dynamic is uneven, often involving caretaking or chasing. Emotional impact in healthy attraction, it feels grounded, safe, and supportive. In trauma-based attraction, it feels like addiction, highs and lows, or confusion. But what is trauma-based attraction? Trauma-based attraction is when your unconscious mind is trying to resolve all the emotional wounds through your romantic relationships, without your conscious permission. You are not drawn to the person, you are drawn to the familiar pattern. This pattern might be: if you've had emotionally unavailable caregivers, this makes you feel attracted to distant or avoidant partners. If you've had chaotic or inconsistent love in your childhood, this makes you feel attracted to unpredictable or hot, then cold partners. If you felt unseen or not good enough, this makes you feel attracted to partners who keep you chasing validation. Your inner child is trying to finally win the love it didn't get. But if you do not heal, it ends up replaying the same pain again and again. When does chemistry become a trap? Chemistry becomes a trap when 1. It's intense and immediate, before you even know the person. 2. It overrides red flags like poor communication, emotional unavailability, or inconsistent behavior. 3. You feel addicted, you obsess, ruminate, or feel withdrawals when they pull away. 4. You justify bad behavior and even abuse by saying, but we had such a strong connection in the past, or we've had such a great time in the beginning. 5. You confuse anxiety with passion. The butterflies that you are feeling might be your body warning you, not romantic excitement. In fact, there are many psychologists that recommend to run away when you feel too many butterflies in your tummy, because feeling butterflies is your nervous system's fight or flight response preparing you for real action, diverting blood from the stomach to the muscles and causing a flattery sensation. While sometimes a sign of excitement and potential danger, sometimes it's your gut instinct warning you about a bad situation or even a bad relationship. To determine if you should run, consider the context. If the feeling is coupled with fear or anxiety, or if there are other red flags in the situation, your gut may be warning you to be cautious or to leave. Why we repeat trauma bonds? The unconscious mind loves familiarity. Even if it's painful, if it feels like home, your brain will label it as love. This is called repetition compulsion, a drive to repeat unresolved trauma in the hope of a different result. But here's the kicker. The nervous system doesn't seek what's healthy, it seeks what's familiar. Until you heal the original wound, you'll keep being drawn to similar dynamics, thinking this time will be different. On the other hand, hooray! Here are the signs you're experiencing healthy attraction. You feel calm, clear, and curious about them. You don't feel the need to prove yourself or earn their love. You can be your authentic self without walking on eggshells. You feel safe, seen, and heard, in conflict and also in connection. There's mutual effort, respect, and emotional availability, and it's not only one-sided. It feels nourishing, not draining. How to break the pattern of trauma bonding? 1. Build self-awareness, journaling, asking for God's help, therapy, or mindfulness to spot your patterns. 2. Pause before pursuing. If attraction feels too intense, too fast, take a breath and slow down. 3. Tune into your body. Does this person make you feel that your body feels safe or activated, almost crazy? 4. Rewire your type. Healthy love may feel boring at first if you're used to chaos, but stay open and embrace this boring, peaceful love. 5. Do the inner work. Heal attachment, wounds, and trauma so you can choose, not just react. Would you like a guided reflection exercise to explore your own patterns of attraction, or a checklist to tell whether a relationship is trauma-based? Here's a trauma-based relationship checklist designed to help you spot patterns rooted in unresolved emotional wounds rather than genuine healthy connection. Trauma-based relationship checklist. I spoke about this at the beginning of this video, so here it is. Check the boxes that resonate with you. Emotional intensity. The attraction felt instant, overwhelming, or like this must be fate. You often feel addicted to the person. Highs are euphoric and lows are unbearable. You feel like you can't live without them, even when they hurt you. You're constantly overthinking or analyzing the relationship. You confuse emotional chaos with passion, inconsistency, and uncertainty. The relationship is hot, then cold, with lots of mixed signals. You often don't know where you stand with them. You feel like you're always chasing their affection or approval. You're afraid that being too much or too needy will make them leave. Their love feels conditional. You have to earn it or prove yourself. Old wounds repeated. The dynamic feels familiar to childhood relationships or past trauma. You find yourself repeating painful patterns with different partners. You feel like you're trying to fix or rescue them or that they need saving. You tolerate emotional neglect, manipulation, or even abuse because you hope they will change. You feel like you're not good enough, and the relationship reinforces that. Nervous system dysregulation. Your body feels tense, anxious, or activated more often than relaxed and safe. You walk on eggshells trying to avoid conflict or disapproval. You often feel emotionally unsafe, but you stay anyway. When they withdraw or go cold, it triggers panic or abandonment fears in you. You feel relief when they give you attention, followed by craving more. Boundaries and self-neglect. You ignore red flags because the connection feels or felt so strong. You compromise your needs, values, or boundaries to keep them close. You stay even though your friends or your family express concern. You feel like you've lost yourself in this relationship. You think if you just love them enough, things would get better. Now the interpretation. 0 to 5 boxes checked. This means low likelihood of trauma-based bonding. The connection may be rooted more in safety and mutual care. 6 to 12 boxes checked. This means moderate signs of trauma-based attraction. You may be re-enacting old wounds even if the relationship isn't yet abusive. 13 plus boxes checked. Strong likelihood of trauma bonding. This relationship may be recreating past trauma and professional support could help you break the cycle. Important insights. Trauma bonds are not your fault. They are survival patterns. But healing begins with awareness, then choosing differently, even when it's uncomfortable at first. Healing begins with you, and it is you that have to work with a psychologist and with yourself to treat your trauma bond. Would you like a checklist for healthy relationship dynamics as a contrast to this one? Or a reflection worksheet to start detaching from trauma bonds? I can already hear you saying, absolutely! I would love to have a checklist for healthy relationships. And it's a great move to contrast trauma-based attraction with what healthy love actually works and feels like. But I'll speak about this checklist for healthy relationship dynamics in my next video, so keep watching my next videos. So, what do you think? Is chemistry the most important thing in choosing the right partner? Is it possible that chemistry sometimes makes us choose the wrong partner? Drop your thoughts in the comments. and let's talk about it. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like it, subscribe for more content, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. If you are interested in cultivating a stronger and healthier relationship, follow my videos called How to Find Your Compatible Lover, Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3. Follow my future videos because I'll speak about other amazing subjects regarding love relationships. My personal advice: be unique, be special, be different, so that you make the person that you are dating with, that you are married with, insatiable for you. My love for you, insatiable. If you subscribe to my channel, you will motivate me to create videos with even better content. So please subscribe right now to my YouTube channel, L is the key of your relationship. Like and share this video to people who might need it. You can also follow me on Facebook, and my Instagram is L is key of your relationship, without any space between words. Thanks for watching, and I can't wait to see you in my next videos. Kisses! Goodbye!
Alice is the key of your relationship. She's the one who makes your heart just skip. In her eyes you see your world unfold. With her touch your story's always told.